This is high school basketball on iTalk 106.7. Presented by Sholo Ford. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 106.7 Radio. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball.
Well, good evening, everyone. We welcome you to Blue Ridge High School. We lost our radio audio there for some reason, but I think we're on the radio side. Welcome to high school basketball, 3A East Conference basketball. Snowflake Lady Lobos traveling here to Blue Ridge High School tonight. The Yellowjackets and the Lobos square off. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Punt Cooley. David Barber on statistics here tonight. The Lobos coming into this contest with a 4-5 conference record. They're 12-14 overall. The last time these two teams met, Snowflake was a 38-34 winner over the Yellowjackets at Snowflake. And we go now to our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. And a couple of injuries to talk about for the Yellowjackets. Jackets are missing one of their top ball handlers, Chanel Harris, and also one of their big men down low, Kiera Smith. Kiera Smith with a fractured finger and also an ankle injury to boot. So Lobos looking for their first points here as they won the tip. We've had a couple of transitions up and down, and the first bucket is good for Nikita Ohms. And Ohms, who leads the Snowflake Lady Lobos in scoring with 13 points, is off to the races first. Sierra Tenages, with the bucket on the other end for the Jackets. Go ahead, Punt.
Nice job by Blue Ridge, just beating Snowflake back down to the other side of the court, but that early bucket by the Lobos, just good positioning inside, beating them on the rebounds.
I want to remind folks that it's game one of our doubleheader. Bauer with the shot that time. Emily Ballard knocks down the long-range jumper, 4-2. Lady Lobos with the lead. Tenaja to the elbow, bounces it off into the corner to Celaya. Throws it up top for Casey. Casey back down low, intended for Tenaja, kicks it out to Ashley, and she scores it. Ashley Celaya with a three-point bucket to give the Jackets their first lead of the night, 5-4.
Blue Ridge doing a good job of passing inside on the post and then a quick pass back outside.
And an answer on the other end. It's a three-pointer for Bailey Flake.
And again, that Blue Ridge defense so far a little loose on the perimeter. Snowflake taking full advantage with that open jumper from the outside.
Casey tosses it over to Celaya, back up top to Tenaja. Tenaja works it up and down with the left hand, crosses over, now moves it into the corner. Casey drives the baseline, puts it up, off the heel, no good. Rebound Snowflake. They kick it up ahead to Thomas. Thomas takes it coast to coast, off the window, score it up and in. Lobos in front by 4.
Good job by Snowflake, something you always expect from Snowflake. They're quick down the floor off the rebound, and they do a good job there beating Blue Ridge down the floor.
I don't know what that replay was from, but it wasn't from this game. So we'll have to
and another
check that
quick
for
pass down for Snowflake off the glass. They missed the shot.
9-5 lead here for the Lady Lobos. Sierra Tenaja hits the three.
So Blue Ridge so far with those two outside shots with 2 3-pointers, doing a good job of them, keeping them in the game here with a score 9-8 in favor of Snowflake.
There's your three-point shot by Tenaja, and if the Jackets can get hot outside, it could change the complexity of this game. We've seen them struggle from the perimeter from time to time, but when they are on, they certainly create a new dimension for other teams to defend. Over to Celaya. Celaya's three-pointer is off to the left this time, hits the heel, and the long rebound is tracked down by Thomas. She races it, throws it ahead into the front court. Dribble drive right side for Flake. She tries to kick it out, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, just a bad pass there by Flake. Really no Snowflake teammate in the area, but credit the pressure by Blue Ridge this time, applying a little bit more defensive pressure to the perimeter to get the turnover.
Gretchen Knox up and down with the right hand. Knox, young player on this team that's got some good mechanics. She loses the handle on it here, though. Nice steal by Ballard. Ballard tips it away, then gets the lead pass and scores it up and in.
Good defense and a good quick break down the floor for the Lobos for an easy two.
Up the other way. Casey drives to the elbow. Now up and down with the right hand. Gretchen Knox hits the 10-footer.
That's a nice pass to the baseline where Knox was open, and she does a good job of just pulling up on a short jumper for the two.
Fouls on 15. Snowflake. That is Bailey Flake. And Flake is going to check out of the lineup. We'll see if camera 3 can get a shot of Flake on the bench. She picks up her first foul. Casey up and down with the right hand, gives to Gretchen Knox. Now to Olivia Smith. Her pass is going to be knocked out of bounds as she just telegraphed that one a little too far.
Well, Snowflake also in a 1-2-2 zone, so any passes around the perimeter need to be sharp and quick. Any lazy passes, that defense has been good at picking them off.
Ashley Celaya misses the three-point shot. Thomas throws ahead, now bounces down low. Kick it to the right side, around and off, no good, but the rebound is up and good for Snowflake's Nikita Ohms. She has 4. The Lady Lobos lead it by 3. 13-10 ball game, 2 minutes, 56 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Tenage's shot from 3 is no good. Long rebound is kicked out. And what looked like was going to be an easy bucket for Ballard. She got a little too low underneath the basket, couldn't get the shot to go. Jackets with the rebound. Tenage to the line. She's going to be fouled as she kicks to Casey. Out on the wing, and we get called on Kaylee Thomas. That's her first.
Well, Snowflake early in this game doing a really good job on their defensive rebounds. Their MO is just to send people down the floor quickly and try to outrun the Blue Ridge defense down the floor, and so far they've been successful with that plan.
Casey drives to the baseline. Her 10-footer's no good. Battle for the rebound is picked up by Thomas. Thomas races it ahead, has a 3-on-2 if she hurries. She stops, is left wide open from 5, just inside the key, and her straightaway jumper won't go. It's knocked out of bounds to the Jackets.
Well, this time Blue Ridge doing a good job of running down the floor, but unfortunately not stopping the ball. And as you say, a wide open shot for Snowflake, just not able to get it to drop.
Jackets will bring the ball in. Full court pressure here by the Lady Lobos. Tenage beats it on the dribble. So it looks like the Lobos have gone to a man-to-man defense, and Casey drains a 3.
Casey definitely feeling it from the outside. She's doing a good job. She's wide open. No really intense pressure on her out on the perimeter.
Tied at 13. And a whistle and a foul down low as we see Ellie Burgess gets up off the floor here, and she's going to be called for the personal. So we get a great look at a replay here. Burgess coming over and committing the foul. That's Ellie's first. And a 2-shot foul here puts Nikita Ohms at the free throw line. She hits the first and gets set for the second. Game 1 of our 2-game doubleheader here. Got girls now and coming up, we'll have the boys. Yellowjacket boys are the #1 team in 3A, and the Snowflake Lobos are the #5 team in 3A. And it's a game that Snowflake feels they can win. In fact, they feel like they should have won the last 2 times they met. Jackets scraped away with a 1-point victory, and there's a 3-point bucket for Celaya.
Well, again, Blue Ridge doing a good job so far putting points up from the 3-point line between a couple of shooters. So we'll see what Snowflake defensively, what adjustments, if any, they make.
Well, PJ's going to come over and make the call here. Looked like Ashley Celaya had position, but he says she didn't get there in time. And she's whistled for the personal. Nikita Ohms misses the free throw. Minute and 11 left to play here in the first quarter. Blue Ridge up by 1, 16-15. And second free throw is good. That'll tie us up at 16. Tenejith looking to drive, gets inside the lane, puts up the scoop shot, and is bumped and fouled.
Oh, late call on that drive by Tenejith, but she will get the foul. And it will be a shooting foul, so she'll go to the free throw line. Just a good job of crossing over at the top, attacking the basket.
And here's the free throw. Tenejith hits the first. Tenejith knocks down both free throws, and it's 18-16. Blue Ridge climbs back out on top. Jumper from the baseline right, it's good for Tristan Hancock. She knocks down the 5-footer. Tied at 18 again with under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Odessa Clendon bounces to the elbow and then gets fouled by Nikita Ohms. That'll be the first on Nikita Ohms.
Well, that's a product, that foul there is a product of some really good defensive pressure by the Snowflake Lobos. They're trapping where they can. That time calling the foul, but still the defensive effort by the Lobos putting a lot of pressure on this Blue Ridge offense.
Okay, and back to live action, non-shooting foul. So we'll try to get those replays to you a little bit quicker so we can get back to game action. Jump shot is called here as Sierra Tenejith is tied up by Flake. Taryn Flake dives in. Tenejith set to check the ball in. And a dribble drive down the baseline, and the ball's knocked out. Last touch by the Jackets. Snowflake basketball. Lobos break the full court press with a pass. And there's a bump on the far side. They don't call that, and the ball will go out of bounds to the Yellowjackets. Tenejith at the buzzer, tries one from way downtown, and it won't go. At the end of one, we're tied at 18. We step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. We'll get a shot of the ball here in just a second when our number 2 camera operator wakes up a little bit. There we go. Ball, we go to quarter number 2, tied at 18. Shot by the Lobos. Rebound to Olivia Smith.
Well, good job by Blue Ridge defensively with the drive going baseline. A couple of defenders coming down to prevent that.
See a new face in the lineup here for the Jackets, Nellie Harris. Chanel Harris, who has been injured for quite a while now, on the floor for the first time in several games for the Jackets. Also out there just checking in is Benali. Harris wants a 3, it's short. Give to Casey after Harris comes down with the rebound. Pass down to Olivia Smith. Smith, bounce pass over to Casey. Gives it to Tortis, and Tortis back to Casey. Casey drives to the baseline, puts up the off-balance shot, hits the back of the rigging for the basket, and will be ruled out of bounds to the Lobos.
Yeah, not a very good shot. I mean, a good idea in terms of trying to penetrate to the basket, but just not really in a good position to get that shot off. So Snowflake will take it out of bounds. And Blue Ridge in a press and able to get the turnover here with that full court press.
Destiny Casey brings it into the Yellowjackets.
Casey, bounce pass over to Chanel. To the elbow, drive the left side of the lane, kick to Casey. Casey for 3. Shot is a little bit long. Battle for the rebound is pulled down by Olms. Olms called for a travel.
Well, Ohm's doing a good job, however, getting that rebound for the Lobos. Actually just out-positioning the Blue Ridge rebounder, but unfortunately called for the travel, so Blue Ridge ball taking out of bounds here at half court.
Sorry, trying to fix a microphone here.
Turnover by Blue Ridge. Snowflake again with a nice fast break down. Missed layup. Blue Ridge gets a rebound, dribbles down to the top of the key.
Up and down with the right hand. Harris drives right side. A whistle and a reach foul is called on Hancock. That'll be 2 on Hancock.
So again, Snowflake, we saw them earlier in a zone defense. Looks like now they'll go man-to-man against Blue Ridge, putting a lot of pressure out on the perimeter, and a turnover at the top of the key with number 3 going coast to coast for the layup.
Tristan Hancock. Lobos with the first bucket of the second quarter. 20-18. Tortis, right hand dribble. Working against Flake, gets a screen, then tries to dribble through a double team, puts it up for 15, it's no good. Rebound to Hancock, stolen away. Out to Harris. Harris from 15 won't go. Battle for the rebound, gets knocked out of bounds to the Lobos. That was Benali on the rebound.
A couple of Blue Ridge Yellowjackets in position to get that rebound, but just not able to come up with the ball coming off the glass. So Snowflake will take possession, and again, Blue Ridge in full court press.
Casey checks out. Clendon checks back in for the Lobos. Smith makes a steal. Can't hang on to it, but Harris picks it up, tries a three. It's blocked. Smith tries to get the loose ball. Battle for the rebound. Dive into the floor is Hancock, and a whistle and a foul is called on Chanel Harris.
Well, it's a good job by Smith on the press to anticipate that pass to the middle to get the turnover, but unfortunately Blue Ridge throwing up that quick three and really not an open shot.
Harris.
So here comes Snowflake quickly.
Harris
They tried it,
with some terrific hustle too that time, Punt.
and again, you know, Snowflake consistently every possession trying to just beat Blue Ridge down the floor. That time just an ill-advised pass. Otherwise, you can see Snowflake really pressing the floor on the transition.
Spin move at the elbow. Backing out is Tenejith, gives to Tortis, right side to Clendon, down low for Benali. Benali backing in, back to
Nice.
Clendon. Clendon loses the handle on it. It's going to be picked up by Hancock. Hancock drives, tries a bounce pass across the paint to Ballard. Ballard off the window and in.
And again, Snowflake pressing, pushing the floor down against a couple of defenders from Blue Ridge, just not able to stop the ball. Snowflake able to get up an easy shot to the glass for another bucket.
Tenejith drives inside, puts one up. It's no good. Rebound Benali, bounces it up to Smith. It's stolen away. And Ballard steps out of bounds, so the Jackets are going to get it back here. 22-18, 3 minutes 58 left here in the first half. Second quarter of action here from Blue Ridge High School. Tenejith set to check it in. Gets it into Tortis. Tortis drives to the left side, now to the elbow. Steps back, tries a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Ballard. Looking to run. Has a man. It's Hancock. Hancock too hard. Ballard with the rebound on the trailer. And Ballard gets the easy bucket. Nobody getting back on defense for the Jackets.
Exactly. Snowflake again working well off that transition, off the defensive glass, just beating Blue Ridge down the floor.
Pass to Smith. Smith out on the wing, throws it away. Going to be picked up here by Ballard. Ballard out on the wing. Gets a nice move to get around Tenejith, but then blows the layup. Toss ahead to Clendon, but Clendon can't come up with it as Flake is too fast for her. Just runs right around her. Taryn Flake showing some wheels that time and knocked the ball out of bounds. Tenejith looks to check it in to Clendon, and a foul. Nope, no foul called. Contact, and to the deck hard that time went Kaylee Thomas. Bounce pass to Smith. Up top to Celaya. Now to Clendon. Clendon gets a screen, gets into the corner, throws it in low for Smith. Smith turnaround jumper from 5, and she got it.
Good work by Blue Ridge offensively. Go from the deep corner down into the post. A good turnaround jumper by Smith.
Bounce pass across the lane to Ballard. Now to Flake. Up top for Thomas. Thomas to the elbow. Kicks right. Over to Flake. Back to Thomas. Thomas down inside the lane. Left it
Good
short.
defense.
Long rebound. And great hustle again by Snowflake. As Taryn Flake goes hard to the deck again to get the ball, but she's called for a travel.
Well, that's started with some good defense by the Yellowjackets inside, with Smith stepping in with the ball coming into the key to defend the shooter. So a little bit better defensive movement by the Yellowjackets here in the second quarter.
Ellie Burgess will check in and replace Olivia Smith. 4-point Lady Lobo lead. Tenejith gets to the line, spins, gets it stripped away by Thomas. Thomas takes it coast to coast and got a little too deep and gets hit in the face, it looks like. And she's holding her.
She didn't like that. She got thumbs up to coach, but from the look on her face, that didn't feel too good.
Foul is called on Sierra Tenegit. That's her first. And at the free throw line, Kaylee Thomas still reeling from that shot. Maybe looks like her nose is pretty red. Looks like maybe she got hit in the nose.
Well, her eyes are tearing up also. I think you're right, Camden. Certainly not an intentional foul, but nevertheless, it impact to her nose, it looked like.
Tenegit
doing a good job. She hits the first of 2 from the line.
Check out of the lineup, and Presley Kosei, we see her for the first time for the Jackets.
They're going to sub in for her.
Thomas makes the Jackets pay by hitting 2 free throws and extending the Snowflake lead to 6, 26-20. Kosei brings it up for the Yellowjackets, gives to Knox to Burgess, back to Kosei. Kosei spins up top for Casey. She lost the handle. Nobody there defensively, goes back to get it. In low to Burgess. Burgess throws it out to Knox. Knox on the baseline
Bad
throws
pass.
a skip pass that floated, and it's going to be picked off by Taryn Flake. She drives, tries to dish to Ohms. Ball goes out of bounds to Snowflake.
Yeah, those big loopy passes from the corner to the top when you have a defense like Snowflake's, just asking for trouble. That time Snowflake doing a good job of getting the turnover.
Shot from the perimeter is no good. Rebound to the Jackets. Minute 30 left to play here in the second, 26-20. Snowflake, Lady Lobos with the lead. There's a steal by the Lobos. Flake taking it in, has it stripped away, and it'll be a foul on the Jackets.
Actually, that's actually a pretty good foul. Number 14 for Blue Ridge. Kosei, she knew she was beat getting down the floor, and rather letting getting the easy 2, commits the foul to at least put her to the free throw line and see what she can do from there.
Presley Kosei will send Flake to the free throw line. This is Bailey Flake. The senior knocks down the first. (27-20). Second free throw is good. Well, the Lady Lobos are 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. 28-20.
Most definitely.
8-point lead for the Lady Lobos. Minute 17 left to play here in the second quarter. Casey gives to Burgess. Burgess dribbles to the corner, picks it up, looks for Knox. Nobody there. In trouble. Finally hands it off to Burgess, but a timeout is called on the Jacket bench to preserve the possession.
That's actually a good timeout with Blue Ridge being in trouble down deep in the corner with that Snowflake pressure.
Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Remind you that our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show is coming up next. We'll announce or take a look inside the numbers with David Barber. We'll tell the true story here at the break.
The true story.
Because we lie a little bit.
Not half the story, the full
The
true
full story, yep. Full story.
Fact checked and everything.
Playoffs begin next week, region tournament play. Invite you to tune in for that. That's available for you right here on iTalk 106.7. We'll also have live coverage. You can watch the game at iTalk1067.com. After the timeout, Jackets with the basketball, they throw it away. Taryn Flake gets a nice lead pass and puts it off the window and in.
And again, another free run by the Lobos off the turnover right to the other end of the floor to their bucket. Blue Ridge really needing to figure out a way to get back on defense.
30-20. And pass across the lane to Presley Kosei. Her shot's no good. Rebound is knocked out to Taryn Flake. Over to Ohms. And the Lobos will keep the possession. Ballard drives, dishes, gives to Taryn Flake, and Taryn Flake gets it from 6.
Good job again, Snowflake penetrating from the top, drawing the defense down low, and then kicking out to the baseline for the open jumper. Well executed by the Lady Lobos.
Pass over to Knox. Knox up and down. Now
They need to get a shot off here. Nope, no shot.
Jackets won't get it in the waning seconds of the second quarter. Yellow Jackets managed just one bucket after scoring 18 in the first quarter. They were tied at 18. They go to intermission down 12, 30 to 20, or 32 rather, to 20. Back with our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show when we return. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Try that.
Ready?
See if it works.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Ashley, when you are.
All right, here comes your audio.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Wolf Ford's presentation of high school basketball. You can see the score clock in the background there. At intermission, it's 32-20 in favor of the Lady Lobos here tonight. They've got a big halftime lead. They won by 4 the last time these two teams met. The Jackets have been playing a little bit better as of late, but the Yellowjackets managed just 1 basket in the second quarter after scoring 18 and going into the second quarter tied at 18. Let's take a look at some of the scoring for you in the first half. Sierra Tenejith leads all Jacket scorers with 7. She's followed closely by Ashley Salaya with 2 3-pointers. Olivia Smith with 2. Gretchen Knox with 2. 3 for Destiny Casey. And on Coach Godfrey and the Snowflake Lady Lobos basketball team, it is Emily Ballard leading the scorers with 8 first half points. Got 2 buckets in the first quarter and 2 in the second quarter. 4 points for Tristan Hancock, 4 for Kaylee Thomas, 7 for Nikita Ohms, 5 for Bailey Flake, and 4 for Taryn Flake. Back with a look inside the numbers with David Barber. When we return, this is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This is
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Well, we welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School and our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show as the Lady Jackets make their way back out of the halftime locker room. They have not come out to shoot yet, and Snowflake's been running a warm-up here in the half for the last 3 minutes. They are enjoying a 12-point lead, 32-20. We turn it over to David Barber, who has a look inside the numbers for us here at intermission. David, what do you got?
I got Snowflake. Pretty easy numbers, actually. They're 12 for 24 overall for 50%, and 1 for 2 from three-point for 50%. And majority of their shots came layups or via inside the key of the fast breaks. On the other hand, Blue Ridge, they're 4 for 9 from three-point range. They were hot early, then cooled off. That's 44%. And then overall, they were 7 for 24. And I think the only 2 points they got in the second quarter were the 2 free throws that they shot. They didn't even score a bucket.
Oh, that's right.
So.
It wasn't even a field goal.
So.
Well, no, I have Olivia Smith with a field goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But they were 29% overall, which it's hard to win ball games when you're that low.
Yeah, tough second half for them. Second half adjustments punt as we take a look at our Ace Hardware keys to the second half, brought to you by the Ace Hardware now. With a 24/7 locksmith locked out of your car, just need a key made. Their mobile unit will come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. What do you do if you're the Yellowjackets?
Well, the Yellowjackets, number one, they need to keep Snowflake from beating them down the floor on the transition off the defensive boards. As David mentioned, they're getting a lot of buckets inside. Most of those are just from fast breaks. They're just outrunning the Blue Ridge defense down the floor. That's number one. Number two, we saw Blue Ridge early in the game be able to hit those perimeter shots And, you know, they had success, as you mentioned. I think we were tied at the end of the first quarter. Unfortunately, Snowflake, being well coached as they are, they adjust their defense. They put a lot of pressure on the perimeter. That's what shut down the offense for Blue Ridge. They've got to find a way to diversify their offense away from the perimeter game and start attacking the basket inside.
Well, that's going to wrap up our Sunrise Park Resort. Don't forget they are skiing at Sunrise. If you are looking for a great time in the White Mountains, head on up to Sunrise. Despite the fact we haven't had a lot of snow, we've had great cool temperatures as of late. They've been able to make a bunch of snow, and they are open from top down. They are open from the top of the mountain all the way down to the bottom. Ski now at Sunrise. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. Well, we'll find out if our Ace Hardware keys to the second half are followed here, Punt.
Well, Snowflake coming out again in that tight man-to-man defense. They get the quick turnover, and here they go racing down the court to their end of the court.
Jackets, their credit, are back a little bit better that time on defense. Mentioned that was one of their shortcomings, but they don't get the board, and Kaylee Thomas gets an easy bucket.
Well, that's good passing by Snowflake. Again, the Blue Ridge defense a little better getting down the floor, but good passing by Snowflake. And again, another early turnover at the top of the key. Snowflake going down the floor uncontested for the layup.
Nikita Ohms extends the Snowflake Lady Lobo lead to 16, 36-20. And a fresh face into the Lady Lobo lineup. And Nellie Harris knocks down a shot. The new player in for Snowflake is Nadine Beatty. Lady Lobos come up with a 2-on-1, and a travel is called as Thomas picked up her pivot foot. Gretchen Knox is going to check in for Beatty. Up and down with the right hand, Sarah Tenagent across the time stripe. Up top for Celaya, now Knox. High post to Smith, but it's just off the mark. And it goes out of bounds.
Well, they had the good idea there to try to get it inside, did Blue Ridge. Unfortunately, just a bad pass for the turnover.
And Ohms spots from 18. It's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Gretchen Knox. 36-22. Knox jump stop. Give to Nellie Harris. Over to Tenagent. Tenagent up and down with the right hand of the wing right. Give it to Knox. Knox lost the handle on it. Had to track it down to the back, towards the backcourt. Lazy pass to Harris. Harris gets pushed and shoved as she tries to get across. Get the ball back.
And again, you mentioned it, Camden. Lazy passes along the top, especially those Snowflake guards are very quick, and they just attack those lazy passes and have been able to generate a lot of turnovers so far in this game for the Lobos.
Foul was on Thomas. That's her second. Sarah Tenagent brings the ball up the floor. Give to Nellie Harris. Harris. Pump fake at the top of the key, gives to Celaya. Celaya looks inside, bounce pass to Tenagent. Tenagent crossover dribble, spins, gets inside the lane, throws it back out into the corner to Harris.
Good.
Harris knocks down the 18-footer.
And there you go, you know, Tenagent attacking the key, draws the defense in. She's able to kick out to the baseline for the open jumper. Good job by Blue Ridge.
And a missed shot and a rebound to Olivia Smith. Reminder that we'll be announcing our Deemer's Glass man of the game, or punt will anyway, at the end of the game. Brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Smith misses off the front, and a foul is called on Snowflake's Bailey Flake. That's her second. Tenagent at the free throw line.
Snowflake coming in for Lobos.
First free throw by Tenejith is no good. And she missed the second one.
Nice rebound.
Smith got the rebound but can't get the shot to go. And Olms races it across the time stripe, gives it over to Thomas. Thomas drives to the line. Her pass is stolen by Casey. Casey. Lob pass to Smith. Smith has her shot blocked underneath by Reedhead. And we got a timeout called as we got an injured player in the backcourt for Snowflake. Coming off the floor slowly is Kaylee Thomas. Thomas holding her forehead. And not
sure what happened there. I didn't see that.
I missed it as well, but she was the one that got hit in the nose earlier. This may be the second.
Yeah, you can see her nose. She's holding it up. Really red nose.
Been beat pretty good. So we get from David Barber, our spotter, says that she tripped over one of our players on the drive.
And did a face plant.
Ended up on the deck, yeah. Injury timeout. Also, after this, at the end of this contest, actually we'll do it in the fourth quarter since we will have a doubleheader tonight. We'll also announce our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. All coming up in the fourth quarter. Casey brings it up for the Jackets on the right side. Give to Harris. Harris for three, no good. Long rebound, tracked down in the corner by Ballard. Ballard trying to dribble out of pressure, and she does. Then throws it away to Casey. Casey across the time stripe, 3-on-3. Casey tries to hit Smith. It's off of Reedhead's hands and out of bounds. Jackets are going to get the ball back here.
Well, a nice attempt by Blue Ridge to at least attack the paint, but just not able to control the ball. But a good turnover here by Olivia Smith on the inbounds play.
Nice steal by Smith, and Casey lines up for three, and she got it. Destiny Casey hits the super shot. Casey led all scorers against the only conference win that the Yellowjackets have this season. She had 16 in that contest. And we had a foul.
Yeah, a foul on, I think, Olivia Smith pushing on the inbound play.
So Smith picks up her first.
No rebounding by Blue Ridge.
And the Jackets, Olivia Smith finally comes down with it, gives it to Tenejith. 36-27. Seems like this group right here for the Jackets are the ones that were able to get the score out to 18. But a strip and a steal by Emily Ballard, and Ballard puts it up. So far in this quarter, this group of Yellow Lady Jackets has outscored Snowflake. Prior to that bucket, they had outscored them 7-4.
Well, Blue Ridge has been attacking the paint a little bit more. That helps. But they've also been getting some good perimeter shots, despite the man defense by the Lobos with those different players. But they've also turned the ball over quite a bit.
And Smith's going to pick up another foul. Did not get to the spot in time. (38-27). Snowflake with the lead over the Yellowjackets. Ohms crossover dribble to the lane and gets it up with the right hand and scores it. Nikita Ohms, great move. Just a great first step to get around the defender, then gets down in the lane and then puts it up. Tenejith answers.
Just a good drive by Tenejith, taking it down to the baseline and then attacking the basket, wide open for two.
Off the window, no good. Rebound to Snowflake.
There's a carry. Oh, wow.
Gets away with one maybe, and Ballard drives down the lane, Puts it off the window, too strong. Jackets with a long rebound. Tenagent picked from behind, give to Harris. Harris can't get the three. Smith puts it up, her shot's no good. And the Lady Lobos come out of there with it. Hancock gets it across the time stripe for the blue and white. Taryn Flake called for a travel. An 11-point Lady Lobo lead, and the Jackets making some substitutions here. Nellie Harris will check out, Olivia Smith will check out, Odessa Clendon and Summer Benali will check in for the Lady Jackets. Little surprised to see some substitutions here, but with this group, the Jackets have been able to cut into the lead a little bit.
Nice move by Tenagent.
Tenagent can't get the shot to go. Ohms, bounce pass over on the right side, and a whistle and a foul as Tristan Hancock takes it strong to the hole and gets hammered down low by Ashley Salaya. That'll be 2 on Salaya.
Well, again, Snowflake not slowing down. Not that we would expect them to on that transition game. They've been fast breaking all night against the Yellowjackets. That time, Blue Ridge at least with a couple hustling back, getting the foul before the shot goes up. But the first free throw is good for Snowflake.
Tristan Hancock.
Bailey Flake and Kaylee Thomas coming in for the Lobos.
Her first time at the free throw line. Hits them both. Back out to a 13-point lead for the Lady Lobos. Casey across the time stripe. Kicks to the corner to Tenagent. Tenagent backs it up between the circles. Crossover dribble. Throws it underneath.
Nice
Great pass, but Benali can't finish. And the Lobos get the rebound. Throw the pass ahead to Thomas. Thomas drives inside, and it'll be an offensive foul as Casey steps in front of Thomas. Coach Godfrey wants an explanation. Foul's called on Kaylee Thomas, and that correction, that's 3 on Thomas. Correction, I don't think Coach Godfrey was asking for an explanation. I think he was talking to his players, telling them what to do. Great replay that time in the truck. Find out who our replay operator is here for you in a moment. Zoe will get that to me. Kenzie Hamilton on replays tonight. Shot is on the back of the gear behind the basket and out of bounds.
And again, that's a rush shot by Tenagent because of the defensive pressure. And again, Blue Ridge just getting beat down the floor on the Snowflake side. Missed shot by Snowflake. Blue Ridge gets a rebound. Good drive to the bucket.
Casey goes hard to the deck after she hits the 2. Destiny Casey now has 7 in the contest. Attempted steal by Salaya, can't get it. Easy bucket underneath for Taryn Flake. Flake now has 6 in the contest. Final 13 seconds of the third quarter. 44-31 Snowflake. Tenagent's pass is stolen away. And the Lady Jackets are just going to walk. They've just completely given up on defense, and they're not even going to walk, or not even going to run back to the other end. That'll end the third quarter, 44-31. Lady Lobos on top of the Yellowjackets. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane, That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
Easy to sit and watch. That's the standard.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. 44 to 31. Snowflake having their way with the Lady Jackets right now. And the Lady Jackets seem to be a little frustrated.
Okay. We'll call it frustration.
Trying to be politically correct here.
You got it.
A big pass that's almost a little too tall, but nice job grabbing that one by Hancock. Lady Lobos have done a great job tonight just moving the ball around, and I'll miss the shot here, Casey, though, but look at the hustle. Kaylee Thomas makes up the difference and knocks that one out of bounds.
Well, you can see Blue Ridge making an effort there, to fast break down the floor, which is great, but you also see 4 Lobos running right with them. Contrast that to what the trend has been so far in the game, that you don't see that effort necessarily on the Blue Ridge side, trying to beat Snowflake down the floor with the ball.
Yeah, it's been quite a few times where the Lobos have had transition points, and the Jackets, well, not only transition points, but they've had second and third looks before the Jackets have even made it across half court.
Yep.
So it's kind of tough to win when you're not back on defense. 44 to 31 is the lead. And the one conference game that the Lady Jackets have won this year, they had the intensity and the wherewithal to get back on defense. And that was one of the reasons that they were able to win. Now, granted, Payson was not as quick as Snowflake.
Well, they're, Blue Ridge now in a 2-1-2 zone. Snowflake dropping the ball inside to the inside post, and good job by Ellie Burgess dropping in to attack the ball and get the jump ball call, which will go to Blue Ridge.
Tortis with it on the top of the key for the Lady Jackets, generally in the offense here. Hands it off to Casey. Casey gets to the elbow, tries to hit Tortis, cutting to the basket, and it goes out of bounds. Thomas threw it over here to Hancock. I think Hancock just thought it wasn't to her and let it go. Wasn't necessarily a bad pass. Hancock just thought someone was behind her. Tortis up and down with the right hand. Top of the key to Harris. Harris trying to get it in the back. It's going to be picked away by Ballard. Nice pass. Back to Ballard. 1-2 mini passes.
Well, and a good hustle back by Ellie Burgess and number 12 for Blue Ridge to get that turnover.
Number 12 is Tortis.
And that's what hustle will do for you defensively. When you move down the floor quickly, you can always find those loose balls when they pop loose. So a good effort there by the Yellowjackets. Blue Ridge in the full court press on the inbound.
Lobos break it easily. Hancock.
Yep, that's a good call.
Nice job by Celaya. Takes the charge here. Coach Godfrey's going to talk to Tristan Hancock about why she got called for that.
That was good defense, as you say, Camden, for her to move over and occupy that space on the court to draw the offensive foul.
3 personals now on Tristan Hancock. Nellie Harris tries to hit one from
good
downtown.
Job following her own shot.
Got her own
and
rebound.
Again.
8-footer's no good. Celaya with it now up top for the Jackets. Tortis to Celaya. Celaya, deep 3. It's no good. Rebound to Ballard, and the Lady Lobos looking to run. Don't forget our Deemer's glass man of the game is coming up here shortly as we get a great looking shot in low by Nikita Olms, who's in the running for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. She had 7 at intermission, just behind Emily Ballard, who had 8. She has scored 6 second half points. And the Jackets miss on their end. Lady Lobos come down with another rebound. And down low, a muscle shot by Camaria Reedhead. Tries to muscle one up over the top of Ellie Burgess, and Burgess is called for her second personal.
Snowflake will come in for Snowflake. We have Olivia Smith and Sierra Tennant for the Jackets.
Camaria Reedhead hits the free throw. And the second free throw is off the heel of the iron and out of bounds. Lady Lobos are going to get the ball here.
That's a
Looks
big
like it was
break
last touched
for
by
the Lobos.
the Jacket, yeah. Jackets touched it last apparently. 47-31. Jackets will be happy to burn some clock here, it looks like. Although Olms going to drive, tries to hit Taryn Flake, who cut across the paint that time, but it goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. Sarah Tenegith throws it down low to Smith, who's just checked in. Smith can't get the shot to go, but there's Casey on the weak side board. Her shot's no good. And a whistle and a foul as Olms tries to get out of there with it. And the foul's called on Olivia Smith. That is 3 personals on Smith. 4:43 left in the contest. And our Deemer's Glass man of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, hands down the best place for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Also coming up, our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile, Beeler Orthodontics. And our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. South of Pine Top on Highway 260, right side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And Jackets have come out into a man-to-man press, or man-to-man defense, as the Lady Lobos have gone into a stall. .351. Lob pass, Smith picks it up, but she bounced it on the out-of-bounds line on the far side. It'll go back to the Lobos.
Well, and Blue Ridge is in a man-to-man pressure defense. Unfortunately, they're just letting the ball pass to one player to the other without really making no effort to. And we do get a steal there. Nice move by Olivia Smith to knock away the inbounds pass.
That was a big break for the Jackets. That was going to be an easy bucket for the Lady Lobos, as Olms had a 3-step lead out in front of her defender that time, Nellie Harris. And had Smith not knocked that one away, that one was going to be going for 2. Harris drives to the elbow, had it poked away as she tried to split the defenders. Thomas has it stolen away. Or excuse me, Ballard has it stolen away by Casey. Casey looking for 3 off about NBA range 3 that time. And a whistle and a foul called on Salaya. Ashley Salaya picks up her 3rd. And it's time now for our Deemer's Glass man of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down the best place for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
That was an ambush.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, look, you know, we didn't keep stats on rebounds, but clearly Snowflake doing an outstanding job on both ends of the floor as far as having the rebounding advantage, and it's really kind of a team effort. I don't think there's any one player in particular that's really I mean, they've all contributed defensively and offensively, have the Lady Lobos, so I think the entire team's deserving of Glass Man tonight.
There's a steal by Smith and a foul called on Ohms. As Ohms tried to get it back from her. And that's our Deemer's Glass Man of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Nice call, punt. Well done.
Thank you.
Our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game's coming up. We'll step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Number 12.
Welcome back. 47-31 is our score in favor of Snowflake. 2:51 left to play in the contest. Three-point look is out of bounds. And the Lobos will get it back here. Set to check it in is Emily Ballard. Bounce pass over to Taryn Flake. Over, bounce pass across to Flake.
And out of bounds. Blue Ridge ball. Odessa Cleveland bringing it in.
And 2:41 left to play, and the Jackets get the ball back down 47-31. Crossover dribble by Tenejith. Tenejith off the window, scored up and in.
Nice move by Sierra Tenejith there, just beating her defender at the top of the key and making a nice dribble down to the left side glass.
Tenejith now with 11 points for the Yellowjackets. And this pass goes out of bounds. Time now for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top, Highway 260. Right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And awful lot of players you could talk about out there that have had a terrific game for the Snowflake Lady Lobos tonight, Punt.
Well, a great team effort, as we would expect from the Lobos. Just a well-coached team. They play great team basketball. And as you say, it's difficult just to pick one out. But I got to tell you, a couple of players really impressed me tonight. Kaylee Thomas, number 4 for Snowflake. You know, we saw her crash and burn a couple of times and bloody her nose or whatever, but she's a real battler out there defensively, doing a great job. She's also one of the players that we saw all night tonight being able to beat Blue Ridge's defense down the floor on their transition game, so certainly props to her. But also a really big night for number 12, Nikita Ohms. Yep. And she certainly put up the majority of the points for the Lady Lobos tonight. Also doing a great job on the glass, both ends of the floor tonight. So I think number 12, Nikita Ohms, certainly deserving a player of the game.
That's our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. And on cue, Ohms missed the free throw but came down with her own rebound. Lobos drive and dish, and a foul call underneath as Olivia Smith stepped in front, reached in and picks up her 4th personal against Emily Ballard this time. Ballard doing a good job to get inside the lane, force the Jackets to collapse defensively on her.
Ellie Burgess in for Olivia Smith.
Another missed free throw here, and Nellie Harris puts up a three-point shot that's no good. Nikita Olms. And Olms called for a travel here as Clendon and Tenajith attack her. And minute 23 left, and it's 47-33. Lady Lobos on top. Getting set for our Bila Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Bila Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Bila Orthodontics, and it may very well be that play there. Emily Ballard makes the steal and goes coast to coast. How about that play?
Good call. That's an awesome call, Camden.
It's our Deemer's Glass, or excuse me, our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. And Emily Ballard gets another steal, attempts to do the same thing, but she's going to be fouled. And the foul is called.
Another player that's just had an outstanding game for the Lady Lobos, Ballard.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of fast break buckets for Snowflake tonight.
Well, she led all scorers at intermission with 8. She's managed 5 second half points. She now has 13. Pass in low to Burgess. Burgess off the window and in.
Nice turnaround jumper by Burgess with the deep pass down to the blocks.
Burgess picks up her first bucket of the night. 50-35. Lobos gonna try to hold on to the basketball as long as they can here and burn as much clock as possible. Final 20 seconds. And with 5 seconds left, Jackets aren't going to be able to get it away from the Lobos, and the Lady Lobos are going to win it here tonight, 50-35. That'll wrap up this broadcast. Stay tuned. The boys are next. You can watch it at iTalk1067.com and listen to it right here on iTalk 1067 FM. We say thanks to Ashley Harley, our in-studio producer, our entire crew from White Mountain Youth Productions for Punt Cooley, and David Barber. I'm Camden Smith, inviting you back for the boys game coming up shortly here, live from Blue Ridge High School, presented by Sholo Ford. Until then, we say so long, everybody.
This has been an iTalk 1067 Sports Exclusive, presented by Sholo Ford. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.